Do a little bit of Leafs. This morning, Darren Drager mentioned that on First Up on 1050 with our buddy Carlo Koliakovo that if Tavares extends, there's going to be some people that aren't going to love the term because it's probably going to be long term to bring the AAV down.
Do any of those people work for the Leafs?
Friedman said on 32 Thoughts this morning that he mentioned the idea of the Tanev contract, which we keep saying is probably the one that makes the most sense. Now, it's interesting because Pierre LeBrun was like, well, the idea that they're going to get Tavares under $5 million a season is probably a bit fanciful, which I feel, isn't his agent Brisson?
I think
it is.
So. Or is that the one he fired? I don't know.
I feel like if it's a 6-year deal, it's under 5. It has to be.
What I'm not going to stand here for is the idea that this is just the Leafs. Brad Marchand, what's his number?
His number is going to be 8.
8. CJ, on the CJ show yesterday, how many years did he say?
How many years?
4.
So he'll be 41.
Someone's going to pay a 41-year-old Brad Marchand
$24
million. Yeah, I don't feel bad. Sign Tavares to break the CBA. Sign him to a 15-year deal. I don't give a shit. I don't
the new
care.
DiPietro deal.
Yeah, why not? Yeah. I don't care.
Anyway, so that I thought that was interesting. Again, we heard a little bit earlier this week that Nye's deal might be done by next week as well.
Oh, hell yeah.
That would be hot and sexy, and we're here for it. You want to see us all making out? This would be the one. Now, Joe Bowen announced today that this coming season will be his last. So we want to do a little shout out to Joe, obviously, because he's had such a phenomenal career. He's been doing Leafs broadcasts since before any of us were born.
Bless you, boys. What a game.
And ideally, they get him a cup.
Come on.
This is going to be the step back year, unfortunately. I think.
You don't know that. Could be a step back 3. You never know.
Could be.
You never know. Come on, man.
It's a real shame that Joe Bowen could spend his whole career and never call a Stanley Cup game.
Hasn't he
not
called
even
over
a game.
Not even a game, not a win. Like, if anybody deserves it in Leafs Nation, it's Joe Bowen.
Hasn't he called over 3,000 games?
3,800 is what it's going to take him to at the end of this.
In his letter that he posted on Twitter, it says, I will reach over 3,800 games sometime this season. That's unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
That's unbelievable.
It's so heartbreaking that it's got to be this team that can't get it done, that he's gonna go out and not be able to call that moment. Like, it would have been so awesome to hear, unless it happens next year. It would have been so awesome.
Make an effort to listen to him on the radio.
Yeah.
This year.
Yep.
Oh yeah. It's your last opportunity.
It'd be really great too if we could get him back on TV. I don't think, from what I've heard, SN or Sportsnet was standing in the way of that. I think Joe himself just didn't want to do television, maybe.
Oh really?
But that's what I've heard. I don't know if I can't really confirm that, but either way, it would be nice at least once.
I think
Maybe
give him game 82.
I was just about to
say. Like, don't worry about the playoffs. Like, playoffs do the actual thing, whatever broadcast team you want. Mark it down your calendar right now. Sportsnet and Rogers, whoever's planning
the ratings would be huge.
Give him game 82.
And let him do it with Jim Ralph.
Yes. Put them both on the broadcast.
Jim Ralph, who thinks the Leafs have committed 0 penalties ever.
I love
it's
that.
one of my favorite things.
Even if you want to do it as an alternate broadcast, like on 360 or something, at least just do it and do right by the fan base and him. Just give him the game.
I do think, too, Jess, that's such a good point. But if they do that, you know what's going to happen. People are going to love that game 82 so much, even though it's so inconsequential that they're going to demand it for the playoffs. You know that's going to happen.